Let's play some patterns. Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of oh man. So, okay. Patterns is pretty much what you would call a Minecraft-based inspired game. At the same time, it kind of branches out and be its own thing. Now, the audio is not on with this video. It's due to the fact that, well, can't be asked with that, as well as truly nothing too inspiring. So, okay, we actually spawn in the first initial area. We press, oops, wrong keyboard, herpaderp. We spawn in the starting area. Graphically, this game is fantastic. I have the settings down on low, but honestly, again, it does not do it justice in how this game generally looks. As you see, I'm collecting resources, this little bone stone, which are in turn used for building things within the world. And you get this first thing here, which is a cube. The cubes, which are of course are used for crafting. You can't take those quite yet, but yeah. The smart thing would just be pretty much to farm all this up and take all the resources you can possibly obtain at the moment. But go over here. Grab this. And there's a lot of gravity involved within this game, which it adds a charm to it. And by the way, if you do see any slowdowns, I do apologize ahead of time. I'm playing this off my other computer just to test and see how it would run. And low settings, it runs fantastic. So I'm grabbing all this bone early, so that way I can build within the game and be able to access, or in this case, be able to get across that chasm you're about to see. Because I did all this prior to this, so that way at least I have a little bit more of an education with the game. Cheating of sorts, yes, but I want to try to provide something where people can have a sense of the person at least having some sort of general knowledge. I mean, I don't mind doing a blind play here and there, but with this, it would take a little bit of understanding. I mean, me playing it blindly, it would just pretty much leave a blank impression in a lot of people's minds, because, again, the game has a lot to it. It's in its beta stage, and it stands out with being an interesting game. So, as you can see right here, look at that. Freaking gorgeous. So I'm gonna grab some. You notice they hint around here about these little stone, and it's always a good thing to be able to collect these resources because you can store as much as you want. Another trick I've learned with the game is when you knock shit into the chasm over there, right down there, you actually collect the stuff. So that's a good thing to know, I suppose, when it comes to building. Collecting some of these resources on the ground. You can generally build and make whatever your heart's desire. And this right here is a problem. So what we're going to do here is build it. Or build something here. So first thing we got to do is find a good surface to build on. Whoop. Just right angle, go boom. And we gotta do this quickly too, because if you don't, you're gonna fall. As there's, like I just warned you, there's gravity. So just in case we die or whatever, there'll be a safety net or a way to get across this without doing that again, because you will fall, or at least once or twice first starting this out. I have done that many times, I assure you. So there, we have a safe and look at that gorgeous moon. Gosh, beautiful. Runs smooth as nails too. It's really nice. Now we got these resources right here. I'm gonna press that. It gives you a nice little indicator here of. Can't knock that down yet because I don't have the right I guess after a while you'd be able to take more of these resources, but for now, things such as this here. As you can see, there's more of these around the world, so you collect those, which are called, having a brain fart there, starine. Starine is, they're pretty much initially what I've assumed is helping you at least build divine objects or something like that. That's I'm guessing what they're going to probably do with that. I have to again probably do more homework on that. But so far what they do is they allow you to access new shapes, such as these triangles. So again, besides having blocks, I guess they wanted to provide more than what Minecraft initially presented. And again, it's a humble effort, I suppose. At the end of the day, will it be better than Minecraft? I don't really truly think so at the moment. And this is me becoming a supporter of this game. At the same time, I know it's not going to quite have the powerful impact as it did as Minecraft done in the past. Minecraft by far is a great game, but it's not something you can try to duplicate and win at the end of the day. This will probably have a lot of dedicated fans, but it won't be as strong as how Minecraft, initially I can't break that, I'm not even going to try. So far with this initial build, you got, things you can go around and explore on. All kinds of crazy, wacky terrain. I mean, you got to try to get across here. So again, they test you to see what you can build. So you cannot do off that edge. You have to do off this edge here. So again, we're going to use the humble stone, or the bone stone, and get across. It's a really wild and good game. Ooh, almost fell over. See? I'm going to have a casualty. You keep all your resources, too, so if you have like a ton of the inventory, you will not deplete. Oh, as you can see right there, some of it's starting to fall over now. As you can see, it's not, see how it's curved? That means if I were to walk on that right now, it probably would very likely fall down. See, I can't even build on it now. Watch. I'm not even going to try to salvage any of that. Actually, why not? For the great justice. See? It falls down. Pretty wild, huh? God, I have such dry commentary at the moment. So, as you can see up there, different new shapes are forming. You got this quicksand here, which at a low grade standard, it doesn't look very good, does it? I mean, see, as I'm sinking, it looks a lot better on the highest setting, which I'm not going to really bother with that right now. It's something I don't think would be a smart idea, especially for recording. It looks good as it is. So, we're going to go ahead and actually build something over here so I can get across this in the future. I'll show you guys the example of how the resources regenerate. See? You see the number right there when it says 6. It was 600 and something, and then it shows some footprints. Pretty cool. I don't know why I planted it there, but when we get across here. Now the next invasive action here is trying to get to that tower. And again, these worlds I'm assuming are going to be 100% generated. Oops. They're going to be 100% generated. And how I was able to call back that is just by pressing it again. So if I press 2, it brings up the cube. And if you don't like how the cubes and all that are set up, you pretty much can pick different ones. Now an example of some of this is interesting. Is this right here, I believe is clay or brick or something. Let me see. It's clay, yeah. So you get different elements here, which is moss, starine, stone brick. I mean, there's a ton of them on this game. So there's simply not just these. There's like a ton more they're going to be adding. It's a pretty good looking structure. But however, we're here to grab this anyway, which is a new shape. And if I press 5, I'll be able to create said shape. So we go boom. And you can move it as your heart's desire. I forgot how exactly you, but you can go like that, and you can practically build it. However, if you're not happy with that, you just go, was it 5? Boom, boom. And gravity takes away from it. So if you knock the bottoms out from that, you actually can access more. You get these resources back, and I'll get it over here. Grab this. Again, this is just a proto build. This is not how it's going to look like in the final product. So they're going to be adding things, most likely, adding more. I mean, the initial price of this at the moment is $10, which is a really good price. It's actually quite fair, especially for this proto build. And they allow you to contribute towards the productivity of this game. So they're going to be adding more to it other than what you're seeing right now, which I'm really looking forward to what they can do with this game. Because as far as I'm concerned, there's a few elements to it I actually like. One of them is actually the educational properties of this game. Because, again, it is something I think could benefit education a great deal. Oops. And education-wise, what I mean is that, you know, geography and shapes, and it fills in all kinds of brackets. I think it would be very good for schools and anything else like that. Almost burped. Just holding it back. Touch my nipples. As I'm talking about my nipples, you know, I totally much breached the concept of me even being brought up to schools whatsoever. So someone with a better mouth than mine could probably put a word out. Don't forget who said it though. But no, So far, guys, what is your initial impressions of the game? I mean, quite frankly, I enjoy it a lot. It's pretty much one of those type of games that I see a lot of potential for it. I really do, and I really do hope that they keep to doing what they're trying to do, and there's something up there. I really want to get on top of that. So let's try doing that during this play. Damn sand. Get out of my way. That right there is cacti, as I believe. Is it? Are you cacti? Brimstone. Ooh. Didn't even buy me dinner. Okay, there's like all kinds of hazardous areas as well in this, which are... I believe this is... I think brimstone's rare, isn't it? Anyone who is really professional with this game needs to tell me. So that way I can find out and know. So I can be in the know. But, let's see. There's also little chasms and everything else in between. I think they're going to be adding much more to this game other than what you're seeing right now. Because this is a proto-world, is what they call it, which is, in general terms, it's something that... It's just a prototype. It's not going to exist after. Just like me. I don't exist anymore. Look at that. And you start off right back where you started. Point 1. There's a lot of stuff here, and let's see. And even for this prototype, I'm probably going to contribute some ideas. And one of them is going to be actual mechanics, such as being able to just literally design a car or anything else like that. Like, they probably already think of this. I'm just probably off the deep end. But it would be something cool to do, something that stands out. It's a pretty interesting sandbox game, though. This is gonna suck! Oh, man. Yeah, that's gonna be a challenge to get over there because I really want to get on top of that big structure. But anyway, that's all for now, really. I'm going to show you a little bit of this game, Patterns, and it's going to be 20 bucks when it fully comes out, so I'd probably suggest really investing into the alpha right now and, you know, give it a little spin, give it a little try. An interesting fact about this as well is that it gives you a EXE, which in turn you can actually just not distribute, but you can actually sort of let friends borrow it, per se, and let them try it, so that way they can have a try of it. And I'm not saying, you know, do this and put this on, like, oh god! That was a bad idea. It's like I'm gonna have to probably build a bridge and then slide it out towards that, so that way I can walk across it. That's probably gonna be the best option with that, because otherwise I'm just gonna be out of luck. Kind of like this, so I'm gonna have to build something upwards, then knock it down, then push it across. So, yeah, take it easy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.